Since COVID started, the federal government has made it much easier to access controlled substances. So I had been hearing that it was very easy to purchase ketamine online. So I wanted to run an experiment to see how easy it was for myself. So ketamine's history is that it started off as a veterinary anesthetic for animals, and then now it's approved in the US as a human anesthetic. But in recent years, there's been a ton of interest in what's called an off-label usage. So doctors can prescribe medicines not for their intended usage, and so there's been tons of interest in using ketamine as a treatment for treatment-resistant depression. The interest is very similar to the interest in using psilocybin, or what's commonly called magic mushrooms, to also treat depression. And so Everyone's MD is just a telemedicine company, and what they're doing is that they're providing prescriptions. They'll prescribe you ketamine. And for me, when I logged on, one of the things I was really interested in was how long it's going to take for me to get a prescription. I clicked start visit, and then, within a couple minutes, I was connected live into a live video chat with a doctor. I told the doctor that I had trouble sleeping, talked to him for 5 minutes, and then he issued me the ketamine prescription. I ended up paying about $225. So I think a lot of folks are concerned because ketamine also is a party drug, and they don't want people buying it to use specifically in a party setting. It's just people that are going on these websites will abuse this drug, they'll become addicted, and that these sites are peddling drugs without putting enough guardrails around them. There's also a very good argument for making these drugs freely available, which is that if you buy drugs on the street, it's very likely that they'll be cut with something else. And so when you're being prescribed these drugs online, they're coming directly from a pharmacy, which is compounding it themselves. So it's much safer. The argument that people will do it anyway, and so you want them to do it in a safe way with drugs that they can trust. I think there's a massive push right now to decriminalizing psychedelics, and I think ketamine's part of that. I think that especially in progressive states, that these types of drugs will become legalized, or at least decriminalized.